Through the kind permission of the Commissioner of the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, Bob Paulson, Assiniboia Downs takes pleasure in presenting the Royal Canadian Mounted Police Musical Ride. Their 2016 tour includes visits to Windsor, England, Ontario, Manitoba, and Topsfield, Massachusetts. The musical ride was trained by Corporal Jeremy Dawson and is under the command of the officer in charge of the musical ride section, Inspector Patrick Egan. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the musical ride of the Royal Canadian Mounted Police. The salute from Inspector Patrick Egan is being taken by the Honorable Sean Dobson, City Councillor for St. Charles Ward, and RCMP Inspector Tim Olsted.
Good evening, sirs. I request permission to commence the musical ride. Thank you.
The riders and horses performing today welcome you to the show. If you see anything you like, feel free to applaud. The members and horses appreciate it. The horses of the musical ride were bred and raised at the remount detachment of the RCMP in Pakenham, Ontario. Careful pairings of selected mares and stallions produces black horses suitable for musical ride purposes. The RCMP invites children under the age of 14 to name 6 of the foals born each year. To find out more about the RCMP Name the Foal contest, be sure to visit the RCMP website beginning each spring. One note of interest may be found in the maple leaf that can be seen on the rumps of the horses. This is achieved by the use of a stencil with a wet brush passed across the lie of the hair. In keeping with the music, let's watch as the musical ride performs the Bridal Arch. Watch closely as they now execute the very difficult revolving turnstiles. At each end of the field, the musical ride forms the swinging gates. The wings of the gates now move to the center of the field to form the star. Again, watching the center of the field, we see the wagon wheel. Unlike the traffic snarl we often encounter at 4 o'clock on Friday afternoon, the riders and horses of the musical ride show how traffic should move with their version of the cloverleaf. The RCMP has been keeping communities safe since 1873. The members you see here today are all police officers with the RCMP. The RCMP is currently looking for new police officers who are ready to make a difference wherever they're posted. If you want a job that's more than a job, a uniform with your name on it is waiting for you. Visit rcmpcareers.ca to find out more. Members of the RCMP musical ride are carrying the 1868 pattern lance, which were standard issue to the force in early Canada. The lance drill demonstration you are about to observe also highlights the RCMP's historic cavalry roots. These exercises were taught so that members of the force could defend themselves in battle from all angles of attack. This is the lance drill. Each year, the RCMP musical ride helps those communities they visit to raise hundreds of thousands of dollars for charities and nonprofit organizations. The musical ride would like to thank the volunteers and organizers for their support in bringing the ride to your community. Ladies and gentlemen, the 4 carousels. Now, with horses behind one leading rider, the musical ride will describe a series of ever-diminishing circles, finally reversing in the center and then coming back between the incoming files. Ladies and gentlemen, the maze. On a historical note, this pattern, once depicted on the back of the Canadian $50 bill, is referred to as the dome. Making their way from the four corners of the field, the riders and horses will perform half section, thread the needle. If that wasn't difficult enough, folks, threading the needle with 4 horses abreast, 2 waves of 16 horses passing through the center of the field at the same time. Now, folks, get your cameras ready for one of the highlights of the musical ride. The Charge! Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for O Canada. And now to the music of their own regimental march, the March Past, with a final salute to our guest of honor. There they go, ladies and gentlemen, the musical ride of the Royal Canadian Mounted Police. And just a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, there are still 4 more exciting live thoroughbred races coming up right away. And then immediately after the last live race, the air will be filled with country music as Aaron Prechette performs live for your musical entertainment. Post time for race 4 here at Assiniboia, less than 12 minutes away.